Okay, so now you're the Clipse manager on paper, officially.
Yep, on paper.
And they start working on the Lord Willin album.
Yep.
And the first single is Grindin.
Yeah.
Were you there when they put that song together?
Yeah. I was there when they put the song together. I was actually in the studio when they did it.
Okay. And I had heard that they didn't really even like the beat. It was like, all right, where's the rest of it? And Pharrell was like, nah, this is gonna work.
Yeah, no, that's true. They didn't like the beat. Actually, after they recorded it, and it was me who was taking it to the different radio stations, and I'm like sleeping outside the radio stations trying to get the DJs them to actually play it on the radio. And this one DJ I gave it to, his name was DJ Dose, I think, like that. So I give him the record, and I called him. I said, "Yo, you gonna play it?" And he said, "Well, I don't really like the beat. Maybe I can do the beat over." And I'm like, "What?" So he didn't play it, but I ended up having DJ Stress. DJ Stress ended up playing, him and Joe. They ended up playing it, and yeah, and it took off. But actually, it didn't take off for about 9 months because we ended up getting inside we ended up doing a tour, East Coast tour, all us on a little Winnebago and going up and down the East Coast trying to get it played.
Yeah, I mean, it's a very unique song. I mean, just a drum beat like that, like something you would do on your, cafeteria table,
Yeah.
pretty much.
Yeah.
And you got these two guys spitting drug rhymes all throughout, and it just somehow worked.
Yeah. No. Yeah. Like I say, it was a 9-month run, man, before it really hit. Because for 9 months it wasn't being played, and I remember that day when we was in New York and they started playing it, and Flex, I think, was it Cypher Sound or Flex, dropped some bombs on it, and we thought it was over then.
Okay, so then that song does well, and then When the Last Time, the second single comes out, and that one does even better.
Yeah.
And then the Lord Willin album comes out, and it goes gold.
Yeah.
And then like the Clipse are doing songs on like Justin Timberlake's first single and all these other guest appearances. Like, you guys are now in the game officially.
Yeah.
How did it feel to come out of, the background of hustling and looking over your back to finally, hey, I'm part of this successful group that's making money legitimately and doing tours and getting endorsements, and I'm part of this. I'm the manager.
Yeah. I mean, it was like a dream. I mean, like it was something that I never thought I'd be doing, especially from where I came from. But but I had, because I had to learn on the fly because I didn't know what the job entails or anything. And but I had a lot of good mentors to really show me what to do and how to do it. But like I said, it was overwhelming though. It was overwhelming because I stopped hustling because once we signed the deal, I made a pact to them that I was leaving the streets alone. I had a gold tooth in my mouth. I went and had an operation to get that taken out. And, I thought I was this corporate guy, and I said, I'm not even going back to the hood, which was a mistake too, because once I started doing that, then people in the hood looked at me like I changed, but you know how that go.
Okay. And the Clipse really were known for the drug rap. I mean, from the first single to Pusha T's name to pretty much every song. I mean, to this day, Pusha T, every song is talking about cocaine and drugs and so forth. How much of that, in terms of those lyrics on that first album, how much of that was based on your life?
I say a lot. I say a lot. I say 90, 95%.
Okay, so they'd be writing lyrics and then they'd ask you for ideas.
Well, actually, no. They never had to ask for no idea off of what they seen. So they didn't have to ask me that. But I remember it was a couple of times. I remember it was a rap back in the day. Me and him was sitting there talking, and I said to him, I made a statement. I said, man, for every car I got, add 9 O's. Me and him just generally talking. I said that, and he was like, and he looked at me, but he ain't say nothing. And then I heard it in the rhyme when he said, yeah, for every car add 9 O's, and I heard it and I was like, man, I said that to him. You know what I mean? So he was good when it came to that type stuff. But I never said, hey, you should say this, you should say that. You know what I mean? I didn't have to. You know what I mean? Because they saw what was going on.
Okay, so you're the manager. You leave all the street shit behind you, and now you're just focused on your legitimate career with the Clipse. First album comes out, like I said, it goes gold, and everything's going well. But then some label issues started to happen before the second album.
Yeah.
Explain that.
So end up, we was on Arista, so we ended up finding out that I remember going in the office with the guys, and we was in front of L.A. Reid, and he was saying how that Arista was getting ready to merge with Jive, and this and that, this and that. So I'm like, but with me at the time, I understood what was going on, but I'm pretty much like, all right, so what does this mean? Because I never, we never been part of a merger. So it was a thing of with us going to Jive, which was a pop, label. The guys then was like mad about that because they felt that they didn't know how to put out a rap album, a grimy, gritty rap album for what the clip was about. So once we got to Jive, it was a thing of us going in there and seeing if we can get off because Pharrell ended up signing a deal with Interscope.